Hi, welcome back to my grow room. My name is Christopher, as always. Yeah, it's time for me to do some heavy pruning on this plant. This is an Adalberto habanero. It's been growing in my self-made hydroponic grow station thingy for a while now, and it's time for me to kind of just take it a step back and see how we can move forward with this plant. The main goal for me now is to just keep this plant alive long enough for me to be able to move it outside into the greenhouse. And it's March in a couple of months. I would say in a couple of months. There's still winter in Norway. So what I'm gonna do now is just harvest all the ripe pods, and it's kind of a shame because we use from these pods almost every single day. And it's nice for me to just go up here, clip off a new pod and bring it into the kitchen. That way it will stay fresh on the plant. When I chop off everything, it's gonna start the countdown for them to go bad. But I really need to do something with this plant, and I think in the long run it's gonna pay off. I could probably get it to flower once again. I don't know if I can do that within the time frame, but I would anyway just want to keep it down. I don't want it constantly growing up into the light, and I have to prune it down, and it doesn't look too well. So what I want to do is to just cut it down to something like this. I don't know, something like this. Just hard prune. Just go look at my Mizuna. Just take a look at this Mizuna. Wow, this thing is growing nice. Okay. I'm scatterbrained. What I want to do is to just start trimming off everything. And I want to keep the branches low. And I'm just going to prune off all the pods. Wow. These are so tasty. They're quite hot, but they are really tasty. So what I want to do is to just trim everything down, and I think I'm also gonna do some root pruning. Once we get everything off here, I think we should take a look at the roots and see if we could do some pruning on it. I haven't been able to lift it up in a while because it's been growing so tall that I just wasn't able to take it lift it up and have a good look. But I'm suspecting that the roots are somewhat brownish, which is not a good thing, but it's something that eventually seems to happen with my peppers. And as you can see, I don't know if it's close enough, but this pod is actually almost white, pale on top. These also. This is just sunburn from the grow light. I have been turning down the light severely, but I need to keep something to keep this plant going. So, but the pods that have been staying close to the light, they are almost white. I don't know if they taste bad. I'm probably gonna try. I'm not gonna eat pods this time. You tricked me last time, and it kind of stung me. So I'm not sure. How many pods do I have? If you want to go down into the comment section and guess. I'm guessing a round number. I'm guessing 100. It's probably not that many, but I bet it's close. I'm gonna speed this up. This is boring, and let me just grab these in high speed. Okay, I counted those and the ones that are decent size is 90, and with this one I got 103, and with some unripe, there's probably more unripe that I didn't go through, but yeah, so it was 90, I would say 90. This one doesn't count, although they're edible. So what I've done now is pruned off almost everything, and I tried to thin it out in the middle. And this is really important. You want to grow the structure of the tree, and you want to make sure that it stays open in the middle. So I have been pruning off everything that's pointing inwards, and that way I'm really promoting the outward bound growth. And since the light is concentrated above this plant, it will always try to focus inwards. But as long as you prune it, and this time I'm going to try to just prune it because I'm really not too much interested in this plant going into flowering again. So before I bring it outdoors, so I'm going to try to focus more on the pruning side of it. And I see one that's crossing. It's not a good idea to have too many branches crossings. So that's what I'm pruning. Okay, let's take a look at the roots. Yep. As I expected. These are, well, they don't look too bad. They're a little bit brown, but there's no slimy, nothing wrong with these at all. And you can probably see it here. There are some really thick roots forming, and they are turning darker color, which is perfect. What I'm gonna do anyway, since I've been pruning off everything now, since I took off so much on top, I don't need all of this to be able to support the plant. So I think I'm gonna try to prune off a lot of it. I'm gonna find another scissor. This one is better for this type of work. And I'm gonna actually, I'm not making a bonsai here, so there's really no rhyme or reason to my cutting. The only thing that I wanna do is to take off a decent chunk of this root ball, just to have it produce some more new delicate roots, and that way when I transplant it outdoors, it's gonna be a lot more healthy in the end. This is, I can feel this is healthy also. Although it looks a little bit brown, that's not a problem with this. I'm gonna try to loosen up a little bit just to see how it looks. And yeah, this is beautiful. I think this is enough, and I got some of the really thick roots going in there. And I'm gonna clean out the water the first times I change it, and just to make sure that I get all the chunks of roots that eventually make their way into the water. But yeah, this is what it looks like now, and I think this is gonna perk up beautifully, and probably gonna be ready for outdoor growing this season. I'm really hoping that this plant will make it, because I've actually never moved something or anything from hydroponic into soil. So that's going to be interesting. My carpet is getting wet. That's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, I think it will do just fine. I don't know. Am I doing something wrong? I don't know. First time for everything. Okay, I just wanted to show you this. It's interesting to me. I love growing in water. I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to slowly move. My idea, I got a couple of new grow lights, and I'm going to make a video about those. But I want to have a hydroponic section going over here, where I keep all my hydroponic plants and trees. And I want to move everything grown in soil over to the other side, and kind of mix it a little bit, so when I make programs about hydroponic, it's only hydroponic, and when I make something about soil and indoor gardening in general, it's going to be more on the soil side. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this season. Okay, this is Christopher saying may the force be with you, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.